Greetings fellow Decepticons, Soundblaster1987 here, continuing my Kyoryuger reviews once again with Zyudenryu Zakutor. This is the Blade Brave Kyoryujin mecha, or Riley the Green Ranger of Power Rangers Dino Charge for the American adaptation. As you can see, it's a bright green Velociraptor with black, silver and yellow detailing. It's an extensive retool of Zyudenryu Parasagun from my previous review, which I'll link in the description for future reference, since I've not got Parasagun in its dinosaur mode to hand for size comparison right now. What I do have is the American adaptation of the other retool of this mold, the Parasagun, from my previous and to this date most viewed review on the entire channel. The Parasagun belonging to Kyoryuger, the Graphite Ranger, the Pachycephalosaurus with a wrecking ball tail. Another extensive retool of this mold, although it's obviously the undersized American version. And for another quick comparison, here is Zakutor's Japanese Zyudenryu next to the Parasagun's American Dino Charge, so you can see the size difference. And also the fact that the Japanese version has the mecha name on the back instead of the species name like the American version does. But like the American version, the Japanese Zyudenryu does possess a rotating image of a glow-in-the-dark and sparkling dinosaur. So, one press of a button, brave in, as they would say on Kyoryuger. Then, same with Parasagun, just unhinge the bottom jaw like a snake. Place the Zyudenryu in the mouth, button forward, like so. Then press the underbelly button to absorb the Zyudenryu all the way in. And the tail splits open into a raptor claw weapon, so when it becomes the arm of a mecha later on. For articulation in this mode, which I forgot to show off in the Parasagun review, but the same articulation applies to that same mecha as well. 360-degree ratcheted joints at the hips due to transformation. The lower legs have set locking points for different poses and for combined mode, which allow it to be posed in different ways as well as for transformation. The front appendages also have a little bit of motion to them for transformation purposes only. So, in order to combine Zakutor and Parasagun together into Pteraiden-Oh Western form, I have to bring back the Parasagun version of Pteraiden-Oh from the end of my last review. Unfortunately, the only way for Western configuration to work with the Pteraiden-Oh configuration is to remove the Pteraiden-Oh head altogether, like so. And since there's nowhere in the robot mode to store this piece, it'll just have to be parts forming left off to the side. Unfortunate as I know, but these things can't be avoided sometimes. So, for those who haven't seen my Parasagun review, to transform this mold, first, bring the legs all the way up, like so. Bring the feet all the way forward, and then bring the front legs back and unfold the claws so it all locks together. Same on both sides. That way all the green detailing along the side is complete and consistent. And unlike Parasagun, there's actually a fist molded on Zakutor's design. So then drop the lower jaw, eject the Zyudenryu, and lock it into place. If I had the Goblin Revolver or the Kyoryujin mecha, I'd be able to get some lights and sounds out of the plugging in of the Zyudenryu, but you'll have to stay tuned for future reviews to see that. So, without further ado, here we have Pteraiden-Oh Western, a configuration that doesn't even exist because Pteraiden-Oh can't combine with anything when it leaves the Pteraiden-Oh head detached. At least, well, the play pattern of the toys allows for it, but the show model didn't, because the head of the Pteraiden-Oh model was the sentience part of the fact that it was supposed to be a living mecha instead of just a mechanical thing that could be summoned. So, here we have the Western configuration. Not quite sure if I got the arms on the right way round, because normally with the Western configuration, Zakutor will be on the opposite arm and Parasagun will be on this one. But regardless, that completes my Zakutor review, and to a lesser extent completes my Parasagun and Pleasant One reviews also. I've been Sandblaster1987, and join me next time when I'll be going back to the world of Sentai model kits, when I go from Kyoryuger to Zyudenryu, flipping the title of the season because Zyuden Sentai Kyoryuger is just Kyoryu Sentai Zyudenryu spelled backwards, more or less. But regardless, my next review is going to be the Super Mini Plot Dragon Caesar, aka the Mighty Morphin Dragon Zord. Till then, till all are one, and may the power protect you, always.